With regard to the identity of the terrorist, we want to request the public and the international community to allow the forensic undertaking to determine the exact identity of the terrorist. Is that now we will not be able to give you a firm position with regard to the same. Regarding the presence of a woman terrorist, earlier on in our previous briefings, we indicated that there was no indication to suggest that there is a woman terrorist. But going forward, we are all hearing possibilities and information, including volunteers from the public. We want to again request you to allow the forensic expert to determine whether that is true. We have also been asked, how did the Kappa cave in? Again, that is a matter to be determined by structural engineers who have since moved to the site. And we want to request that once we get reliable information on whether it is the action of the exchange of fire or otherwise, we will come back to you. We have been asked whether there were some Britons or Americans among the terrorists. The president yesterday indicated, and that is still the current position, that we are not able to confirm that position. Having addressed the current issues, let us now return to the last 4 days of the operation. I want to focus on the issue of people under the rubble. We have begun the exercise of addressing the forensic effort to determine the authenticity or otherwise whether there are still any bodies held up there. We are convinced that there will be insignificant, if any, bodies still held up there except for the terrorist. Again, if in the event of removing the rubble that come out to be, the information will come to the public. The effective evacuation of more than 1,000 people bring it to rest the evacuation exercise and moves the process forward to the forensic exercise undertaking. We must thank our security forces, the volunteers, and other people of goodwill who came very strongly to help in this problem. Kenyans of all walks of life came to support the efforts of our security personnel, other volunteers, and for that, we are very, very grateful for the same. Concerns have been raised about border security and general security in the country. I want to categorically state that we have heightened security, not only in all vital installation, but across all our border entry and exits within the country and in the airports. And therefore, while we ask Kenyans to remain vigilant and cautious, we want to give them the assurance that the security agencies have ensured that their safety is assured. Throughout the ordeal, Kenyans have proved solid, united, strong as they stood for their country. All service providers rose up to the occasion, and we just want to continue to reiterate that this problem has shown our resolute as Kenyans to stand up for our country, to stand for one another, and to show the Kenyan spirit that cannot be defeated. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the position as the current update. We probably will take 2 or 3 questions and request you to allow us to undertake the exercise that have just begun in the next phase of the problem. Please use a microphone.
Okay. Thank you. Charlie Daggett with CBS News. There are indications that these militants may have hired a shop inside the mall. They've been planning this for several months. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Whether the terrorists hired a shop in the mall is a rumor we have heard just like you, and we will retreat as such. until the forensic exercise and any other investigation taking place prove it otherwise. We are getting a lot of information and suggestion and inputs from people of goodwill, also from rumor mongers, and we can only give a position that we are certain of. As for whether they had a shop in the mall, it is something that we cannot categorically give you a position for now.
Hi, Justine Lang from the BBC. Can you give us any indication at all how many bodies you think are still left in the mall?
Sorry, say it again?
How many bodies you think are still left in the mall?
We have said that up to now, we strongly believe, because of the operations we have undertaken, that there is a insignificant number of bodies still held up. We have, however, indicated if there will be any, we will share with the public.
My name is Bashkas from BBC, and you have said that forensic investigation is going on. Can you please elaborate what is actually happening at the mall at the moment?
When we talk of forensic audit, his question concerns what forensic audit entails. While it is an elaborate process, among the things that are going on now are fingerprinting, DNA identification, ballistic examinations. We expect that the exercise of forensic audit will take not less than 7 days. But for the exact results coming out of that, we'll leave for the expert to determine. I think we take one last question, and we'll stop there for today.
Nerma from CNN. Initially, the government was saying that there were about 10 to 15 gunmen. You've accounted for 5 as being dead. Could you tell us anything about the fate of the remaining 10 to 5?
With regards to the number of suspected terrorists, we had indicated in previous briefing that 10 people were held for investigation. We strongly have indication that 10 were killed in the exchange of fire. But again, going forward, the investigation will continue to reveal more information regarding that. And as we said earlier on, we will share with you the identities when they come forward. So for now, we do not want to be categorical of the exact number of terrorists, but we continue to suspect what we gave earlier still holds. We thank you very much. Wish you a good afternoon. Thank you very much.